2.8, linear inequalities in two variables. What two variables are we generally talking about?
X and
Y. Now, the first thing we have to remember, and most of this should be reviewed, you've seen this before. First thing we have to remember is if I have an inequality like this, 5x minus 2y less than or equal to 6. And I want to know whether the point 0, -4 is a solution to that or inequality. What do I need to do to check that?
Graph it.
Well, we'll get to that first.
An equation.
We're going to substitute.
Good job now.
So, we're going to say 5 times 0 minus 2 times -4 is less than or equal to 6.
I have an actual question.
What is your question?
Can I go get my other pencil? I'm writing too big with this one. It's a serious question.
Not right now. 5 times 0 is 0. -2 times -4 is 8. 8 is less than or equal to 6. Is that a true statement?
Yes.
What? How?
Wait, what?
So it's
Oh,
false.
okay. There's the equation up there.
Here's the equation.
Oh,
I substituted these values in here. Is that a true statement?
No.
No. No.
Okay.
Give a pencil back.
Is the point 0, -4 a solution to that inequality?
No.
No. So not a solution. Okay, so let's check another one. Let's check point 2, same equation, or not equation, same inequality. So I have 5 times 2 minus 2 times 2 less than or equal to 6. So I get 5 times 2 is 10
minus 4. Yes.
6 is less than or equal to 6. How many different solutions would there be to this inequality?
1.
4, 2, 7.
A lot.
A lot.
9.
An infinite amount of solutions. So when I graph that, I need to keep that in mind.
Graphing these?
Yes.
Yes.
So let's look at the graph of one of them. I have y is greater than -2x. When you graph these, the first thing you want to do is consider the equation. So first thing I want to do is consider and graph the equation y equals -2x. You guys know how to do that. We've done that a whole bunch. What is my y-intercept?
0.
So I've got the point 0, 0. And what is my slope?
Negative.
Left.
-2 over 1. So down 2, right 1.
Negative left.
If you go up to left 1, that works too. So, draw my line.
It's a dotted too.
Oh, you were off.
Okay. Don't forget your x and y axis. Why did I make that a dotted line?
It's not equal to. Yeah.
Because there is no equal. So if a point were to fall on that line, it would not be a solution to my inequality. Now, I have to decide, do I need to shade the area to the right or to the left?
Right.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Okay, we all think it's right? Okay. Here's what you do to determine which way to go. Choose a point in the area you think it is. So let's pick the point 1, 1. Substitute it into your equation or inequality. So I've got 1
Equals
is greater than, because we got to go back up here to the inequality.
-2.
-2 times 1, is that true?
Yes.
Yes. So the area I need to shade is everything to the right-hand side. Now, adjust your shading so that you can see your points if you label them. Okay. Now, how about if I pick the point over here and I pick the wrong side? Well, let's see. Let's pick the point -2, 0. Then you would say 0 is greater than
Two.
-2 times -2.
0 is less than.
0 greater than 4? Not true, so I picked the right side. Now, I tend to not necessarily trust my arithmetic, and so I double check myself. So I will, if I get a correct answer on one side, I'll check the other side just to make sure. So that's not a bad idea. Okay, questions on that one?
So, say it's like x is greater than or equal to 6. Does that mean the slope is just 1?
If x is greater than or equal to 6, when x equals 6, what kind of a line is it?
Horizontal?
Horizontal, or no, vertical.
Okay, I was like,
Yep, you're right. It's vertical. So what kind of, what is its slope?
0.
7.
Undefined.
3.
If y equals a number, it's horizontal. Okay. Let's look at this one. Graph f or 5x minus 2y is less than or equal to -4. Now, for when we come to graphing this line, there's two different methods we've learned for doing it. Since this is in standard form, you could say let x equal 0 and find my y-intercept. Let y equal 0 and find my x-intercept, and that works just fine. I'm going to solve for y and put it in mx plus b form. Either way would work just fine. So if I say 5x minus 2y is less than or equal to -4, I want to solve for y. So I say minus 5x on both sides. So I get -2y is less than or equal to -5x minus 4. I'm going to divide by -2. So I get y. On this side, I get, see, negative divided by negative gives me positive. So I get 5 halves x. Negative divided by negative, so it's plus 2. What goes in the middle
wait,
here?
I thought you couldn't.
7.
No.
It's-
Greater than.
Yeah, you have to flip it. Okay, I divided by a -2, so I changed the direction of my greater than less than sign. What was your question, Paige?
I thought that you can't, like, you know how you divided -2 by 5x? I thought you couldn't divide it if it doesn't have a variable.
Okay, what you're thinking of is right here. I took -4 minus 5x. I can't combine those two because one has a variable
No,
and
I'm
one
thinking about
doesn't.
-2, how you took it off the y, and
Okay.
now you're adding it.
No,
Or
I
you're
divide.
dividing it, yeah. You're dividing it.
If it's times this one, then I can divide, if I do it to every single term, I can divide them by, I can divide by anything if I do it to every single term in the inequality, as long as I do
But
it
I
to
thought you
every
could
one.
do it if it doesn't have a variable.
You can do.
Sure, why not?
Okay, so now, what's my y-intercept?
2.
Okay, so we have the point 02. You need to be graphing these with me. What's my slope? 5 halves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Okay, so that's going to be the 0.27. A line between my 2 points. Now I have a solid line this time. How come?
Because it's
There's an equal to involved there. So as long as there's an equal, less than or equal to, then you will have a solid line. If there's no equal sign, it's going to be a dotted line. Now, which side do you think I should shade, left or right?
No.
Yeah. The right.
Left.
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 Zeros.
Left? Okay. Let's pick a point in the left. This one looks like it's past the line, so I'll go -2, 0. Now, again, as a check, so that you don't compound errors, I would go back to the original equation to check my points. Because if I made an arithmetic error somewhere in here, I don't want to have that be more of the mistake. So we go back up here. So I say 5 times -2 minus 2 times 0 is less than or equal to -4. Well, 2 times 0 is 0. 5 times -2 is -10. Is -10 less than or equal to -4?
Yes.
Absolutely. So this would be the side I would shade. Now, just because I like checking this point right here, double check on the other side. If I put 0, 0 in there, this one is 0, this one is 0. Is 0 less than or equal to -4?
No.
No. So I did good not shading that other side. So we're okay. Question 6. These I actually already have done for you. Let's just look at them. When I have y greater than 1, consider the equation y equals 1, which gives me what kind of a line? Horizontal. Horizontal. Now, if it's greater than, I make this with a dotted line. It goes to the point 0, 1, or it could be 2, 1, or 7, 1, or anything that has a 1 for my y. Now, since its y is greater than 1, now you really don't even have to check points on this one. Because if I go down, if I go below y equals 1, it's going to be less. That's just the way the y-axis works. It goes more negative. So in order to be greater, I know it has to be above it. Okay, same kind of deal with my x. Kind of a line does my x equals -2 give me? Vertical. X equals in vertical, y equals horizontal. So it's going to be this one. It's going to go through the point -2, 0.
I got a question.
If it's less, it's on the left side. Yes.
So the arrow is pointing left, does that mean you shade to the left of the line? Can it be like that? Or is it?
Well, if it's vertical, that's going to work okay. The thing that comes in when you get different slopes on your line, sometimes things get a little bit confusing, so just double check. Okay? Any questions? Cash? Not now. Okay, one more I want to talk about. Just because you're going to see some of these. Again, I have this one graphed for you already. I just want to talk about it for a minute. If I have y less than or equal to the absolute value of x minus 2 plus 4. Remember in here, which direction does it move when it's inside? That's going to go right 2. So you're going to have a positive 2 for part of my vertex. What does this one tell me? Up 4. So I count right 2 up 4. My vertex is the point 2, 4. It's not times anything. So I have the absolute value with a slope of 1 and -1 on the other side. Then I look at the inequality. Y is less than or equal to all of that. Now, since it includes an equal, I have a solid line, not a dotted line. Now I pick the point 0, 0 to check. When I put 0, 0 in there, I get 0 less than or equal to the absolute value of x minus 2 plus 4, or less than or equal to the absolute value of -2, which is 2, plus 4, so 0 less than or equal to 6. So I'm going to shade everything outside of the V. If I had picked a point in here and it had worked, I would shade everything inside the V. So you have a couple of those at the end. Questions? Okay, lots of graphing today.
What?
All we talked about was graphing. What do you think?
I was just kidding.
I'll go get my other pencil. I'll lock your door outside the door.
Okay.
Yeah,
Why do we always do evens?
because odds are doing that.
Are there really?
Yeah.
You didn't know that. You know.
I did not know that.
So whenever she just like go all island, we have to.
I already have them.
Oh my god, then I can check my age.
Have to go back and check those.
Happy birthday, man. I saw you last hour. Happy birthday.
So that looks really convincing.
You're like, yeah, whatever. I don't your friend, but whatever. Oh, you want to be my friend? Oh.
At the end of November, and I never know if it's
I always take my birthday off. You should just be the birthday one.
Okay.
Mr. What you want to do?
Speaking of Christmas vacation, guess where I'm gonna be during Christmas with Trevor?
Florida.
On
25.
a 2-week trip.
So does that mean you're missing school?
Oh yeah.
Are you going
No.
to?
I'm missing. You're gonna hate me too because I have to talk to you. Next month in November, or is it this month? I can't remember. Either this month. I'm taking a week off this month. Next month I'm taking a week off plus my break, and then Christmas I'm taking a week off. Because I have to go back to Michigan. This month is not legit my choice. I have to go back and have to record. But
Go back.
well, it's not anything. It's because my stepdad assaulted me in the hospital.
It's not anything.
Not me. No, I meant like not anything bad I did.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
And that's,
16. You played it for 16.
okay, let's refocus. On the assignment.
Why is greater than vacation?
Brian.
Wow, me too.
But it's gonna be full of all of my children.
Bro.
I hate that.
8-year-old.
God.
Why do you hate children?
They're loud and often.
You know what?
Thank you.
My children are all adults. Probably not gonna be part of the problem.
I'm not.
Fair enough. I got
I'm
grandchildren.
only gonna be 7.
I don't have any of those yet.
How old is your one?
24.
Oh, so it's coming soon, hopefully, maybe. Married? Is she or he? She married? It could be
I'm
happening.
teaching on West Side right now.
Who is it? Your parents are like, Mom.
Amy Reeser. What grade is she? Second grade.
Wait, what's your last name again? And a job.
Okay, guys. Let's get focused on the job at hand.
Hey, how old are you? 16.
Oh?
Yes, 12.
Do I have any football players in here that will be gone on Friday?
And
If you're planning on being gone Friday for football, you have to take the test tomorrow.
What?
yeah, I'm not a football player.
I don't think I want to go.
Before I sign your makeup slip, you have to take the test.
Oh, I'm gonna be going with the manager. Because that's a big fun hospital. That's why I live here. That's why I live.
I think every single football player on the place on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Can't breathe from work. I need to.
Hey, did you see my car?
No, actually, I didn't see either of them.
Well, they're both there. I asked.
Okay, I might have seen the Chevy, but I don't know if I didn't see your dog.
I'm sorry.
Last page. What time does this class get out?
56. No, 56.
I don't have 22, 25. You still have 25 minutes to work.
Do we only
For
have
real?
Really? No,
No, we only have 35-minute periods.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 56.
Okay, maybe I looked at the wrong period. No. 109.
That was last week.
Yeah, that was last week. Okay, you're right, 5th period. This is 6th period. 156. You were right.
Like 10 minutes.
So it goes, so this is +1. So when you're graphing, it's +1. Expanding, this one's +1. Oh, not up, down, but right. When it's what? When it's inside here, you need to left or right. It's +1. So I use this now. You can do your, that's the driver. That's the driver. Yeah.
Ms. Redmond? So our answer should be just the graph.
And, yep.
Okay.
Do we have to label any points?
You should label, if it's a vertical horizontal line, you should label at least 1 point. If it's any other line, you should label at least 2.
Don't forget to
Wait, I can't remember how you tell.
Right.
Oh,
Oh, that's why. I do that every time.
Why are you scribbling, John?
I'm shading it.
This is color black. I meant that.
Wait, for what?
Do you have to do there's a difference in this?
No.
So, okay, I'm gonna graph it.
can I pick a point on the line? Like,
That's not going to tell you anything about it. Greater than now, since this is a vertical line, which way are you going to have to go to get greater than 6?
you have to say.
Nope.
Well, this.
I think X. So X goes up. For a vertical line, you just know X.
Is this right?
Does that make sense?
Keep on this, I'll save this to you, what down in 2 comments.
And this is for tomorrow?
Yep.
You already get it.
Garden,
Bird,
You go to site, you go to building.
That is a building.
is it for barn?
Oh, well, maybe I'll see you, maybe ask you or something.
I have to call Carl, tell
Where are you going?
Oh my God. Hey guys.
Yes.
I don't need help. Okay.
Oh, I remember that.
Switching the sign.
Wait,
Red pen, you're gonna want at some point.
okay, wait, what? Oh, sorry. Oh, it's even.
Dang it.
Yeah.
This doesn't make sense.
What year?
Ryan, do your graphing.
I'm only 24.
I'm doing it, I just like this chatting.
Oh, that's a ton. It's going to be difficult.
Wait, I don't, this is so not cool.
So what is greater than this?
This doesn't make sense at all.
You're really good.
Do I make up the point?
Let me see.
Yeah.
Well,
So
question.
now, first thing I'm gonna do is solve for y. So divide both sides by
Yep. Yeah, they're over there. They're in the box.
So now,
Do I graph this?
you're gonna graph y equals -1.
What number do you want? Oh. What is it?
Okay.
Is there a number?
Study hall. What did I have to do with this?
Courtney, do you work on it yourself?
No, she works on it the period before.
I think
class.
She got it ahead of time because she's gonna be gone.
Since when have you been in that study hall?
I'm not. I just don't think.
Wait for her.
So if it's multiplied by 3, what does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know how to make my raises in that.
So it can go up to, it's upside down.
How do you do that?
Okay.
Okay.
It means it's gonna be upside down. No.
That's the value of okay, there's nothing inside your answer. So, yes.
So the vertice is just gonna be up to.
You don't have to put those, do you? Doesn't say to. That's the same thing. It's just to say that when you.
And then the slope is gonna be 3 instead of 2. The slope is gonna be 3 instead of 2. So 3 off and 1 is.
I hate that there's the stupid. The stupid. I didn't yeah. Okay, how?
I am done with this assignment. Do I do like a little?
Send you sheet.
Okay,
Wait, how do we,
this is really not cool.
should we determine if this is, sign the sheet again? Well, across the line.
All of it.
Seriously, if I get it done in class. What? I don't take the time on it.
Do you have the color on it?
Yeah.
Where do you go?
Yeah. Just put 0, 0, 6 for each one, see if it works. That's what I do, 0, 0.
0, 0 is a nice easy one.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you really like that, it's kind of girls, well, people say it's. My dad's friend.
What time do we get out, you said?
So, Brian,
I think we can fix that
literally,
for.
my dad's friend, he's done tonight.
Thank you, but.
So experiment, it'd be like that, if it works, then it'd be like that.
Do you know who some deal it is?
Yeah, well, almost two.
Something I'm smart about.
So if it's not, then it's down.
Zero is greater than 1. If I was looking at it upside down. No, 0 is not greater than 1.
Oh, yeah, that's the value.
14.
Okay, so but like this one,
No, I thought you
it doesn't work, down here.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
no.
extend these
That's
out.
why I got that.
Did not work.
No, no, that was.
It's gonna have to be, this would, if we extend these out, they would be on the lower part here, so it's probably everything inside.
You look ready.
How are you doing there? How many you got done? Get after it.
I got them all done.
Wow.
So,
You hear that, Martin?
what do you want this experiment?
So you're saying it's probably going to get done somewhere around here?
I have the pencil.
Around here?
Do you want that?
Good luck, Courtney.
And either of those guys. There's another guy. That's going to be my first car. Wants to make up and really busy on the rigs. So I can
You have to label the X and Y axis.
Yes. Always assume so.
Let me turn around. I completely forgot how to do those things with the X, you know? Okay. Yeah, I already did that. You just set it up.
What you do is you set up this
Okay.
Are you raising your hand, or are you just stretching?
Do we
Put
need
the
to
pencil on the paper and get busy.
I like chocolate. How many dozen?
Alright. So if it says X is greater than or equal to 6, you go over 6, right? You got there.
X is, yes. No, let's, X is greater than equal to 6.
X is greater than or
I
equal
told
to
him
6.
so you've got a link here. This is 6.
You don't understand our friend.
Yeah.
So it's gonna have to be X.
Oh,
greater.
So if I divide x by 4, it's 1/4 of x. I couldn't remember for a second.
Oh, John.
So, you have a bunch of homework to do because you need to be ready for that test tomorrow.
I didn't know that we were taking a test this morning. I thought it was
the other group too. Okay. So did you get the assignment that?
Yeah, I got it done.
You got that?
It's not that hard. It was just the same, doing the lines with the equator,
With the shape.
equality things with shading.
Yep. Hi. Well, let's see. I've gotten some of them done. There's 6th period. I just get started on them. I haven't got anything entered yet, so I'll have you work on those.
Which one of these completely corrected?
What's that?
Come on.
They should be correct.
Answer my question. So this is a new assignment?
What's that?
So this is a new
Yeah.
assignment?
Yeah, that'll be 2.7.
And they still have their,
Yeah, I have it right.
I'm on track.
Oh. Now you could do third period. Second period I didn't grade yet. go ahead and do them. I didn't get very many of those. Here. So testing. Yeah, I didn't get any further on those. I'll try and get through those today. That's
Process of setting in these
number or page or that one.
I'll be back soon. I'll go get a drink.
Okay.
Oh, you other notebook. Are we taking notes today,
We did. Yep. You wanna? I recorded it. You want me to just put it up here and you can copy them?
Yeah, yeah.